back with another Sans Fight video, and this time I'm going to teach you how to dodge all of Sans' attacks. And then in the next video on this, which will most likely be the last one on this sort of thing, I will teach the dialogue keys, but I may talk a little bit about that in this video. So, his first attack, one out of his first 13. It takes a little while to get used to it, but basically, when he says ready, you hold the up key so that you dodge the ones that are at the bottom, and then you go through that little wave of bones, and then just dodge the Gaster Blasters. I recommend staying in the middle, then going up, then going back down, and then going up again. That way it doesn't get too confusing. So that's his first attack. So, if you took a lot of damage there, you're off to a really bad start. So you should eat just your lowest food item, which should be a legendary too. In the first video, I talked about all the items that you use to make it easier. So, that dialogue indicates sort of what attack he's gonna do, but it also progresses the fight. It's a very unique fight, and that's why I need to do a separate video on the dialogue keys. So for this next one, it's called the jump rope, or at least that's what the fans gave it, and you just have to press the up key just a little bit, and it's better to be closer to the bottom part of the bones than it is the top, because then that gives you more time for the next one. And for attacking, in case you haven't picked up on it, you always miss, so it doesn't matter if you try to land it in the middle or not. I just do that for practice. And then this next attack, I don't know what it's called, but it's the blue bones, and so you just gotta wait until the blue bone passes you, and then go in whichever direction that the bones are going, once the blue bone is past you. So then, well, that attack can get pretty tricky. And then this attack, it's sort of like the second attack, the jump rope attack. Oops, I took a little damage there, but it's not much. So for that, it's random and pretty much just like the jump rope, but it responds to how high you jump or how low you jump. So there's not much I can say about that attack. This attack, I just did it unknowingly. So you just need to go from platform to platform, and there are 3 platforms. But if you fall off, you shouldn't just stay there. Try to get back on platform. Third platform, don't jump too high because there's row of bones above. And then go to the very edge of the left side of that platform, jump off, and make sure you don't get hit by that last top bone. So this next attack is similar to that one, but has a different setup. You need to jump on the first platform, and notice how the bones don't come on screen until they reach the bullet box, but the platforms do. So for that one, just try jumping from platform to platform, and I think the most difficult part is getting onto that last tiny platform. But once you're there, it should be pretty easy. So this next one, what you need to do is try to stay on the bottom row. If you're on the top row, you're more likely to take a damage, because the platforms always go the opposite direction of where you actually want to go, so it slows you down a lot. If you see 3 bones incoming on the same row that you're on, you're gonna take, well, a lot of damage. So try to stay on the bottom row. It can get very tricky, but with practice, it should be pretty easy. In this next one, try to jump as little as possible, or do little jumps. But in this next part, you can just jump up. You don't have to go through that last row again, because the attack ends before you hit the bottom row of bones. So, now, this attack is similar to the one with the moving platforms and 3 rows of bones. Basically, try to stay on the bottom, and when you are on the middle row, always be ready to hop down immediately. And this next one is similar to the one before the Gaster Blaster attack, but just thinner. It's basically just, or not thinner, just the spaces between the bows are narrower, so it's basically just a harder version of the last one. Then this attack is just the jump rope, but sped up a little bit. Just do the same thing. And then this one's pretty tricky. You need to just keep going in circles and try to just move on the bottom row instead of jumping. And then this one is just the sped up version of the random jump rope one, but with a little more bones and still sped up. So then this is the checkpoint. And if I counted that right, that was 13 attacks, but I attacked every time. If you eat an item, the fight doesn't progress, and that's another attack that you have to survive. So I only got hit once, which is pretty good. And I'm just gonna attack, but normally you can use items here, because if you eat one, well, let me just show you. I eat an item, and he does an attack, then you fight him, obviously, don't give him mercy, otherwise he kills you. And then this one is a little more complicated, and I can't give as much guidance, because it's completely random, but I do know which attack he's gonna do. That's just a random attack, which I can't really help guide you through. But the Gaster Blaster attack, there's some very simple advice on this, and I'm making it look pretty easy right now, so it didn't take any damage, but that's a very hard attack, and basically, one simple piece of advice I can give you is never go back in a direction. So say you go right, and there is a Gaster Blaster that's attacking vertically. You're going right, and it may seem like you're getting really close to getting hit by it. Well, don't go left again. Even if it's just a little bit, you'll still get hit. So just try not to do that sort of thing. So just use the right and up arrow keys, or the left and down arrow keys. So then this is another random one, with some different attacks. And again, I can't really give any advice on it. Just be prepared for when it's different attacks. So in this one, I counted, there are 3 attacks like this. This is the simplest one. Does it slowly, and the bones don't go that high, and he does 9 of those. So then, this is the same one, but he does it even faster. And if you count, there are 9. 9 throws against the wall, I guess. So then this one is basically the Gaster Blaster randomly appearing in Mark 4, but they're bigger and slower, and honestly, I think that attack is easier than the thin ones. In this one, it's easier if you play it on Nintendo Switch, but you just kind of have to move your fingers in a circle with the arrow keys, and it shouldn't be too hard. And this is another random one. And then there's one more unique attack after this. And it is the final and hardest version of him throwing you against the wall. The bones are bigger, and he does it even faster. So now, this is his final attack, and this is his 23rd attack, I believe. And it is the hardest attack, despite him saying that his first attack is hardest. So this part, you just have to go up and down, and this is the hardest part of the attack for me, even though the Gaster Blaster circle is pretty hard. And that's at the end. So I can't give much advice on this, but it's mainly just about being precise and not rushing into the movies. And then that's it. That's the end of the fight. So that's pretty much all the advice I can offer on his attacks. And in the next video like this, I'll get into when to eat items and his dialogue cues. So I beat him once again, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.